I'm Tracy Koga with something short and fun. This is a Hugh Soundbite. Well, we may be in a lockdown and not being able to celebrate, but there are some awards happening, and let's just say it's Manitoba's version of the Oscars, and I am very honored to have one of the nominees. Not the winner, but hey, I'm just putting bets on this, Sue. But Susan Loewen is nominated for Most Outstanding Role,
Female
lead actress in a short film.
Yeah.
I totally butchered that. I was just going to say, like, best actress in a short film, right?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I know. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
In all of this, there is a silver lining, and it's for a film that is, well, I mean, close to your heart is not even the beginning of it. You lived through, you breathed through, you are still living through this whole story. The title is A Mother's Love, and it is an amazing journey that you personally took and then brought it to the big screen or the small screen, whatever. It is such an impressive piece of work, Susan, and you've been a long time member and well respected in the local film industry, but first of all, what is it like for you now to have yourself being nominated?
Very humbling, because the crowd of actors that I'm with are amazing. They're all beautiful actors. They're strong. So it's just, it's very humbling to be even nominated.
Oh, okay. So let's get into this story, A Mother's Love, and it starts off with some very sobering facts about meth, and this is about your own son's personal addiction. The facts themselves, and this was in 2018, were incredible. What are they now in like 2021?
They've exponentially increased because of the hopelessness that people are feeling, loss of jobs, and mental health. There's no mental health for these people. Like, there's so many people that are in need, and the need is greater than what we have.
Yeah.
So again,
okay, so we get into the story, and it starts off with your son and I guess his partner, and they have a baby, and then it moves into your own personal journey on trying to find him. In that, there's some certain points in the film that I kind of want to highlight, because not only does it touch a mother's heart, but it really touches anybody's, and it really resonates on the desperate situation of these people that are addicted to crystal meth. So you go to the hospital how many times, getting that call?
About 120 times over 4.5 years. And I mean, when you think about that's really only 30 times a year. But it was in Winnipeg, it was in Portage, and it was in Brandon. So, yeah.
Yeah. And every time it's not him. Like, and having to go through that grief and I guess relief too, right?
Well, it's a horrible feeling, because you actually want to see your child dead, because at least you can see them and their suffering's over. Like, it sort of goes against every maternal instinct that you think people have, but yeah.
And then it traces your experience of actually going on the streets at night in some of the, a little bit more iffy areas of our own city, holding a picture of your son and going up to total strangers and seeing the desperation in you, and have you seen my son?
Yeah.
It's
heartbreaking. And I would go out between 2 and 4 in the morning, because my husband would be asleep, and we by this time had our grandson, who was a baby, and so they were both sleeping. So I would go out through the door, because I disconnected the alarm, so I could go out the garage and they'd never hear me, because a garage door opening and closing is white noise. It's something that you don't hear. An alarm you hear, but a garage door, no one. So, and that was the time when I go, because that's the time when they're the most active. They try to sleep during the day, and because they don't want to sleep at night because they themselves could be stabbed or killed or robbed, or so they tend to be walking all night and try and sleep during the day. So, and because of work I had done with sexual assaults, I was able, well, on this, when I was on the street, I actually ran into one of the girls, and who are amazing people. And she was the one who told me, who found an address for me, the first place to go to. She found his name. She told me how to dress and how to act. And if it hadn't been for her, I probably wouldn't have been able to go into the places that I did.
Well, yes, and speaking of the places that you did go into, I mean, it would scare anybody at any time of day, but what was it like for you, or what kind of emotions were going through your head when you're entering a drug den, when you're putting yourself in jeopardy? Was it just the sheer motivation of finding out where your son was, or
Yeah.
was it something else?
You know what? That's an interesting question, because when we were actually doing the film, I actually fought with one of the people who's helping direct it, and she kept saying, well, you would never do that because, like, it doesn't make sense that you wouldn't be afraid. And I said, but I wasn't afraid, because I was going in with a focus, and the focus was to find him. I knew what I had to do when I got in there. I was told how to go in there because it was dark, it wasn't lit. And then so you know, you had to take steps that way, and so you mentally followed how the person was taking you down, and so that you could come out, because no one was going to give you a way out. And because of that, I never thought about it. I just wanted to see him, and if he wasn't there, then I would talk to the person there, and if he wasn't there, I would just leave.
Oh.
So if I had been thinking and was fearful, maybe, but I was laser focused.
Wow.
I just wanted to know he was alive. I didn't want to talk to him. I just wanted to know he was alive.
And there is a happy ending to this story, because you were reunited with your son in
Yeah.
real life. And
Yeah.
you know, and now it's been 3 years now since the movie and everything like that. How has the relationship blossomed, and how is your grandson, or son now, because you adopted him?
You know what? It's an interesting dynamic, because he knows that Jason's his dad, right? Because he was always told he was adopted. But he has decided that's his brother for now. That's what he likes, because when Jason got reintroduced back to him, he told him he'd raised him. You can't tell a 4-year-old you raised them when you didn't, because someone lied. And the only person who would lie had to be me, right? Because his dad wouldn't lie to him. So the poor little kid, had to sort of murgle this whole thing. And in the end, we went through pictures and talked to him, and he said, well, he lied. And I said, but he didn't lie to hurt you. He said it because it hurt him so much that he couldn't do it, and he loved you so much. But he now turned 5, and he said, no, he lied. Okay. So he goes home, and he stands in the middle of the living room, because we'd gotten back, and Jason had come over, and he goes, Kate, that's my dad. That's my mom. And you might be my dad, but you're my brother. Come on, Jason, let's play. And that's been it. It hurt Jason because it's his son. And he looked at me, and I said, it's his reality. Griffin will change what he wants to call us as he goes through his life. But for now, this is what he wants. And so it works.
The power of a 5-year-old. It is
I
so
know.
simple. If it was
So
at
simple.
us adults, can you
Yeah.
imagine? Like, it would be fights, it would be turmoil, it would be drama. Oh,
Yeah.
and it's, you know, it is so sweet, and it's so beautiful. And how is Jason today?
He is doing really, really well. He is working now with construction, and in the little palace that I'm in, and he loves it. He's gotten raises because his work ethic is amazing. And he's doing a lot of work with recovery and beyond. He likes different factions of that group versus other groups, which is everyone finds their own niche.
Mm-hmm.
He's very involved with it now, which is really good. He showed the film. So
Wonderful.
when they have a group session, they have to share.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked if it would be all right if he shared the film, and I said, well, it's your life if you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the start of the film has always bothered him because they never did meth with the baby. We had the baby, they didn't. And I said, well, but it's a story, it's short, things tie in. So okay.
Yeah. If it was
So
a
he
feature length, the feature length will have the full story.
Exactly. You could do forever.
I know.
So he went to the group and he showed the film, like he downloaded it and showed it. And he said, Mom, it was amazing. Like it changed the entire dynamic of the group. And he said there wasn't a dry eye there, but he said, I don't think I broke anyone. And then they asked if they could use the film on their website. So he came back and he asked, and I said, well, Jay, the film was made to educate people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really why it was made. And it was just, and when he first saw the film, his thing was, he said, it's not a film about drugs. It's a film about love.
Yeah.
And he said all of the people in the group got it, which is, an amazing thing. So I said, do it. Like, if you want to do it, do it. So, yeah.
That's the best thing, really. And I mean, through all of this, and I mean, you've moved on too as well, and I mean, created a life with Finn and everything too. What would it be like if you never did find Jason?
I have Griffin, and I have to say, if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't have made it.
No.
Because I would be broken by the time I got home. And then I couldn't be upset or sad because you got a baby. And like the baby doesn't ask for that. The baby just wants you to go, ah! So I'd get home and then this little thing, I'd go downstairs and I'd cry for an hour or however long I needed to. And then I'd sleep for an hour, hour and a half. And then Griffin would get up and he'd wrap his little arms around me. And as soon as he did that, it was like, okay, I'm good.
Wow. Okay, so the awards are on Saturday, May 15th.
Yes.
And they'll be streaming live on Facebook and YouTube on the ACTRA Manitoba
website.
Yes. So fingers crossed. I guess I have to ask, what are you going to wear?
I was thinking maybe pearls and I'm not sure. I'll have something lovely on, and I'll even have my hair done and makeup.
Yay!
It can happen.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to be watching. It's going to be live at 7 p.m. And you know what? Congratulations not only to you, Susan, but to all the nominees and all the people that work so hard in our city and in the film industry to entertain us or to educate us or just give us that, moment of, hey, we're not living in this pandemic and everything else. Making our world just a little bit easier. I'm going to ask you, though, I'm going to leave it with one scene that just always, it really touched me and it made me think, too. It's the scene where you get the call and you are so certain it's your son. And you have to go and identify the body. And I guess maybe it's the 131 time again. But that scene is so riveting when it's not him, but you just break down. And you just say that, I don't know the exact lines, but you're upset because this is somebody else's child.
It's not my son, it's someone else's son, and they'll never know.
Yeah.
And it's the hardest thing to live with because you're always looking. And until you get finality, either they show up on the doorstep like Jason did, who couldn't live like that anymore and took the steps to get better, or they die, and at least you get a chance to say goodbye. And my thing was, you just want to tell them that you love them, and it doesn't matter. That's it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Susan, for spending this time. Unconditional love, it's everything. It is a mother's love. And we hope to see another brilliant short film or maybe a feature film from you, soon. I know you always have something brewing.
Always.
Always, always. Well, take care and
Will do.
fingers crossed. May 15th,
Yeah,
7 p.m.
exactly.
The
Exactly.
ACTRA Manitoba Awards. Yay!
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.
This is amazing. I'm so excited for you to experience this with me.
You know how much I love you.
More are we supposed to put up with?
We don't know it was him.
Give me a break. My watch is missing. Your grandmother's ring is gone.
Shh. It's not his fault.
It is his fault. Stop blaming everything else.
He's my son.
Yeah, he's your son. He's also a junkie.
Hi, Jennifer. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Thanks for calling.
You know, for all the years that you were in trauma, I don't think I've ever seen you down here, except that one time you pranked me as a resident.
I genuinely is a real hope that my patients don't make it here.
Before we go in there, you know as well as I do how different they can look. This one, well, it was a close match. Ready?
Thank God.
It's not him. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Thank you. Thank you for breaking the rules.
Just forget the rules. I'm gonna call you anytime there's a chance, okay? What's next?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm gonna find him.
Good luck.
Hello? Hello? Drew, is that you?
Bright light on the corner of a dark street. Just a cardboard sign and a can in between some dirty bare feet. Eyes that I can't bring myself to meet. Yeah, well I could spare 20 if I knew you'd be using it to get just what you need. And ooh, 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 I'm just another cold shoulder. Ooh, ooh, you're somebody's brother, somebody's son, somebody's mother, father, somebody's someone, somebody's missing you. Wherever you came from, wherever you go.
Oh, for crying out loud. I didn't get a chance to examine her. I was told that it was just a mix-up.
You're somebody's someone. We're picking up the phone, who's it gonna be this time? This time. It's the sound of your voice, but it ain't really you on the line.
Hello.
When you're gonna call
Hello.
on the other side.
Hello.
Well, it's on you, cause you know there ain't nothing we can do, no matter how hard we're trying. Ooh, 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 can't make you drink that water. Ooh, ooh, you're somebody's brother, somebody's son, somebody's mother, father, somebody's someone, somebody's missing you. Wherever you came from,
I can't take it anymore.
wherever you go, I hope you
Next time I come in, don't have him come.
somebody's someone. You're somebody's someone.
Not exactly where we thought we'd be at this stage. You sure about this?
Excuse me, sir, have you seen this man anywhere?
Yeah, I see.
When? How long ago?
What you got for me, huh? What do you got
Jennifer?
for me?
Wait, Rhonda? Fuck off. I said, fuck off.
Relax. Crazy ass bitch.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for my son.
Get over here. First, no pictures, okay? Second, don't wear jewelry, and for God's sake, don't carry a purse. Come back tomorrow. I'll get you his name, his street name. Find out where anyone's seen him.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do. In the hospital, you were the only one who believed me. Okay, so come back tomorrow. Walk here. Wear old jeans and a hoodie. A backpack with chocolate bars and cheap cigarettes.
Okay.
Go home.
Bear has something for me.
And? That's it?
That's it.
Seen JD? He owes me.
Give you a place to check.
Get off me, you fucking bitch! Maya? Fuck you! Where's Drew? He's dead! He's fucking dead!
I was so sure. I just wanted to be able to hold it one more time. But it's not him. It's somebody else's child.
Bright light on the corner of a dark street. Just a cardboard sign and a can in between some dirty bare feet. Eyes that I can't bring myself to meet. Yeah, Well, I could spare 20 if I knew you'd be using it to get just what you need. And ooh, 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 I'm just another cold shoulder.